Member for Cogra. Considering private member statements, I call the Minister and Member for Baulkham Hills.
Thank you, Mr Acting Speaker. What the member for Cogra he ran out of time to mention was, of course, the great Indian nation, particularly the Sikhs of the Punjab, have got a great tradition in military service, and indeed we lost more Sikhs on the Western Front during the First World War than we lost Australians, and that is certainly something worth acknowledging. But I digress, Mr Acting Speaker. I wish to highlight to the House that there is no doubt dogs provide man with a very special sort of companionship. And the American poet Douglas Mullock once said, quote, "Thorns may hurt you, men desert you, sunlight turn to fog, but you're never friendless ever if you have a dog." And I pay tribute to my dog, Winston. We are all familiar with the vital work carried out by Guide Dogs New South Wales. Today I wish to highlight to the House the contribution of members of the Hillshire to this worthy cause. In a lengthy and expensive process, Guide Dogs New South Wales takes puppies from birth and trains them to highly specialised dogs assisting those with blindness or impaired vision. It takes a community to raise a guide dog. Guide Dogs New South Wales asks for puppy raisers, that is, people who will care for a puppy from 8 weeks to 14 months of age before the puppy begins its intensive guide dog training. Beginning in 2012, the Hillshire Times has published a weekly column following the progress of puppy raising until the puppy is ready for guide dog training. The first puppy to be featured was a black Labrador named Wyman, adopted by the Hillshire Times reporter Bev Jordan. In the column Words with Wyman, readers followed his progress until he was ready for a guide dog training. He actually came to my electorate office, and he was a good boy too. Although Wyman was unable to become a guide dog, he was put into the Pets as Therapy program. He is now the much-loved companion of the Webb family. Mrs Webb says the bond Wyman has with her young son Angus is helping him develop his speech. Both Angus and his younger brother Thomas have autism, intellectual delay and an unidentified genetic condition. Mr Acting Speaker, Words with Wyman has been succeeded by several more columns. There's been The Full Monty, following the progress of Marilyn Tobin and her puppy Monty. Marilyn's son, of course, is well known to members of this House. And next to was the columns Viking's Ventures. Viking has now graduated as a guide dog. After reading Viking's Ventures, Liz and Terry Tolhurst started a puppy raise Richie, which was followed in the column Richie's Rambles. Last month, the 5th guide dog column was begun, starring a black Labrador, Bentley. This week, in Bentley's blog, we learnt of Bentley's love of shoes and the havoc he creates by tearing down the hallway with a shoe in his mouth, much to the bemusement of puppy raiser and shoe owner Stephanie O'Hara. A very special shout-out should go to the reporter and puppy raiser Bev Jordan, who has run these columns and generated much interest in these puppies by asking readers to vote on the name of the puppy and their column. Hillshire Times also does follow-up stories on the eventual home of the puppy, and as Bev Jordan said when she and Marilyn Tobin returned Monty to Guide Dogs New South Wales, quote, "It's a great feeling to think your puppy will be making a difference. These generous volunteers are making an outstanding contribution to the lives of guide dogs and in doing so greatly helping their fellow citizens. After all, as I know with Winston, you're never friendless if you have a dog."
Oh, here.